Well, as you can probably see, I'm doing some cleanup work today, getting the quail manure cleaned out from underneath the quail hutch and put in the compost pile here. Got a whole bunch of sticks and leaves and things like that down there, so brown material. I need to get some good nitrogen on top of it to get it composting down. Need to get that one turned, but that's going to wait. I'll gather some compost off of it when I do. But what I want to talk to you today is the importance of having a good pair of waterproof boots when you're doing this kind of work, because you're stepping in all kinds of muck and mire, and you know, if you're wearing just your regular boots or shoes or whatever it is you wear on a regular basis, they're going to get filthy. You're going to end up tracking it in your house. So have a good pair of boots, not too much in the heels right now, that you can just peel off right at the doorway, wash them off. They're waterproof, so if you're walking through mud, water puddles, that kind of stuff, you don't have to worry about getting your feet wet. They're going to stay dry, they're going to stay warm. Let me get this stuff put up, I'll tell you all about them. All right, well, got that done. Like I said, one of the benefits to having a good pair of rubber boots that you can just peel off before you go in the house is you don't have to worry about tracking all that dirt in the house. So I feel a little bit like Mr. Rogers here, changing my shoes right at the beginning of a video, but you know, I don't need to be wearing those anymore. I need to show you what they are and talk to you about them. So again, these are completely waterproof. Here, hang on, let me get them changed out and then I'll explain them to you. All right, there we go. So what we've got here is the HISEA. These are hunting boots actually. I can't remember exactly the name they're called. I'll leave a link down in the description below. The HISEA, they're not insulated. They're just the regular hunting boots. I really don't like insulated boots because they tend to get overly hot when I'm hunting in like spring or whatever. So in the fall and the winter time when it's super cold out, I can just throw a couple of hand warmers down in my boots, help keep my feet warm, but you can't make them any cooler whenever it gets a little bit warmer out. And really anything above about 45 degrees insulation tends to get super warm and a little too hot in my boots. So I don't care for insulated boots, but these are great. These are HISEA, oh, I don't even remember the exact what they're called, the insulated or the non-insulated hunting boot, but you can see they are a rubber construction up to about here, and then it's neoprene on the top, completely waterproof all the way up. I've had them submerged, not a drop of water getting inside of them, completely waterproof, nice and flexible. That's one thing I really like about these boots. They've got a calf strap right here that you can kind of tighten it up around your calf so it's not super loose and wobbly. That makes it real easy to get your foot in it, get them off. I mean, you saw probably how easy it was I took them off. But then you can tighten it up and it fits. There we go, got a little strap right there. It's actually easier to do when you're wearing it. And then you just snap down that little snap right there and that holds them tight. To take them off, you just undo that little strap right there, peel that out, and it opens wide up so you can get your foot in there real easy, get them on and off real easy. I've been super impressed with these. Now I haven't got a chance to really use them much hunting because I didn't get them till after hunting season. And full disclosure, these were sent to me by HISEA for free. They contacted me, wanted to know if they could send me a pair of boots to try out and give a review on. So you are getting an honest review from me, but these were sent to me free to test out, to experiment with and see how well they held up or how well they worked. So I've been wearing them out in the yard, doing yard work, taking care of chores, taking care of rabbits and the quail and all that kind of stuff, especially on mornings when it's rainy and muddy outside, and these are great. I mean, that's fantastic, not to worry about having to get your shoes all muddy. I can just take them off right there at the door, change into my other shoes. I'm not dragging that stuff in. They've got a super aggressive tread on them, but honestly it doesn't pack mud and things in it quite as bad as I would think it did. It's much easier to clean out than it is out of the bottom of my normal boots that I wear every day, my everyday boots. When those get mud in them, it's super hard to clean out. But you can see, I mean, I was out walking around and all that gunk, and I haven't really done much. They're cleaned out. I mean, it's not bad. I do like the super aggressive tread on them. You can get a good grip. Makes it real easy to walk around in. Another thing I really like about these boots here, hang on, I've got another pair of hunting boots that I've tried out. I'll do some comparisons with them. Okay, so this is the pair of hunting boots I've been using, my current pair. They're all right. Honestly, they're not great. These are Game Winner brands, so they're kind of an off-brand. Not a, Not a big known, super expensive on brand boot, but they're okay. They're not bad. They say they're waterproof. They're only waterproof up to about here. Anything above that, water gets in through here, through the sides, and gets in. So only about that high. Whereas with these, I've got waterproof all the way up to my knees, basically. So I can walk through pretty deep water and not have to worry about it. Another thing I don't like about these, they unzip on the side so you can get them on and off. They are a pain to get on and off. They're a little bit tight, a little bit stiff. You don't have much bend right there. So after walking in them for a while, you really start to notice it in your ankles. These, they got pretty good bend, pretty flexible right there. No problems walking around in these. It's a lot like wearing tennis shoes. They're very, very comfortable. I did throw a pair of insoles in them, but even without those, they were still very comfortable, nice and flexible, and not super heavy. These right here, maybe weigh slightly more, but it seems to be spread out more, whereas these, all the weight's like right here, and it does wear on you after a while after you're wearing it. Anyway, these are starting to fall apart too, and they're only really a couple of years old, so I'm starting to get peeling, flaking off on the back of them. I already had a zipper break on one of them, so the zipper doesn't work anymore to zip them up, and it's super stiff. The zipper doesn't work very well. It's very difficult to use. So I've been wearing these, but not wearing these anymore. These are way better for a lot of reasons. Here's another boot that I've tried out. These are, I think, Magellan brand boot. I think that's what they are. It says Snake Shield on the side of it. These feel like cardboard, honestly. They're just stiff. It says they're made of leather and something else. I can't remember, but they're just stiff. They're real hard to get on and off. Once you get them on, you can't hardly get your foot out of them. Very difficult, very stiff, just no play in them whatsoever, and not comfortable to wear. I should have, I bought these on a whim. I was looking for some good high top boots that were waterproof, and these are waterproof, but they too have that zipper thing up the side of them. I wore these out in the field one time and decided I did not like them. They were just uncomfortable, heavy, stiff, hard to move around in, hard to walk. You don't have hardly any bend in the toe. Just not a good boot at all. Now, I don't have experience with super expensive boots because I don't believe in paying high dollar when you can get away with something cheaper. And that was one other thing. I've been super impressed with these boots. These are super high quality, way better than these in my opinion, and significantly better than these as well. But these come in at a much cheaper price tag. I think right now, at the time I'm filming this, I think these the regular price for this is around $70. But I do have a special discount code. You can get 15% off of any product on HISEA's website. There's a link down below you can follow. Use the code REDNECK and you'll get 15% off your order. Whether you order these boots, they have regular boots there that you can get, which are just for like gardening and working outside if you don't care about having any camo or hunting or anything like that. They have waders, they have all kinds of things. Anything on their site, 15% off. You can go check it out at the link below. The other thing I do like about these boots is I don't have that zipper all the way up the side to mess with. That's really kind of a pain. It seems like a good idea, but it's a pain. I like this little zip close thing to keep it a little bit tighter around my calf, or loosen it up from wearing bulkier clothes that I'm going to stuff, bulkier pants that I'm going to be stuffing down inside of them. But I mean, what is there to say? It's a waterproof boot for a fraction of the cost of the high name brands. And this is not a high name brand. This is a Magellan, I believe, and I think I paid $125 or $130 for these, and they were one of the cheaper ones I could find at the time. These, I think I paid about $100 for these, and again, they were one of the cheaper ones I could find at the time. These coming in right about $70, and again, you get 15% off. This is a way better value. Their insulated boots are, they have different kinds of insulation, a couple of different insulated ones if you're looking for those. They have work boots as well, steel-toed, whatever. Great prices. And you get a lifetime warranty. Who ever heard of such a thing? A 100-year or lifetime warranty. All you gotta do is register this at HISEA.com, and if anything goes wrong, they're gonna replace it. Period. And everything I've seen, great customer service. They've been very responsive to me when I talk to them. I actually had to get 2 pairs of boots because I ordered the first pair. I wear about a 9.5 in men's shoes And I thought, well, maybe I should go with the size 10. The size 10's just a little big on me. Not terribly, but just a little bit big. So I went ahead and sent those back and got a size 9. Very responsive to me. Got it shipped out right away. Super fast shipping. Size 9 works great for me. So, you know, as far as sizing goes, you know, the size 9 is snug. It's not tight. It's not overly small, but it is snug. It's a better fit for me than the size 10. The size 10, I have a little bit of problem with the back of it just kind of sliding on my heel. I was afraid I was going to wear blisters on my feet or something like that. It was still very comfortable, just not as good of a fit. So, you know, take that for what it's worth when you're ordering. You know, if you tend to run, you know, like I said, if you run a half size, but you run a little bit, you got plenty of room in your half size, you might want to go down a size. If you wear a half size and because they don't sell half sizes, they sell, you know, 10, 9, 10, 11, you know, that. Men's, I mean, women's have different sizes, of course, but my point is, I guess, if you wear a half size and you're a little bit snug in your half size, you might want to go up a size, or a half a size, you know, up to the next round number. If you wear a half size and it's a little bit loose, you got plenty of room in it, you might want to go down a size when you're sizing them out. But all in all, I mean, way better boot, in my opinion, than these that were significantly more expensive. Way stiffer, not a good buy. You know, these are not a great boot, so not good at all. But and no guarantee on these either. I mean, something goes wrong with them, no guarantee. I've only worn them one time, and they look like they've been worn more than that. I mean, I literally just wore them one time. They're not looking so good. They kind of look pretty worn. I've been wearing these, I mean, every day when I go out and do my chores in the morning, especially if it's wet out and muddy, I wear these, and they look great. Not a thing wrong with them. Of course, I've only had them about a month and a half, but still, lots of wear. I've been wearing them when I'm doing all my chores. Everything is, I mean, quality construction. It's holding together well. What more can you ask for in a boot? And if you don't have a pair of waterproof boots like this, again, don't worry about, you don't have to get the camo. You can get regular black. You can get whatever color you want. They have women's, they have men's, they have a very nice selection of different kinds of products. But if you don't have a waterproof boot, you should invest in a pair, especially when they're just as cheap as these are, because you get a great quality boot at an affordable price, and it's just great to have something like this. If nothing else, if you get snow in your area, put these on, wear them, you know, to work, you know, get out to your car, all that kind of stuff. Change your shoes before you go into the office. You don't have to worry about getting your shoes wet, your feet wet. There's nothing worse than having wet feet, especially when it's cold outside. So this is the way to go. If you're going to be out in the yard, out working in the garden, and it's muddy out, don't get your good shoes and your good boots all muddy and messy and nasty. Get you a pair of these to slip on and do all your yard work in. Kick them off right at the door as you go inside. You can spray them off with a hose later and wash them right off. It's just a fantastic product. I'm super impressed with them. Now, it's a fairly nice day out here, but it is a little chilly in the shade, so I moved out to the sunshine here to talk to you a little bit more about these. But, you know, again, I wasn't familiar with this company when they reached out to me, HISEA, spelled H-I-S-E-A. It was a new company to me. I wasn't familiar with them. They asked me if I'd be interested in reviewing a pair of boots they sent me. I said, sure, I'll give an honest review of it. And tell my viewers, I said that's exactly what they wanted. I did also ask if they'd give away a pair to one of my viewers, and they agreed to that, so we'll hold a contest on that. Hang on, I'll tell you how to enter that contest if you're looking for a free pair of boots or, you know, something like that. But I did some research on them before I ever received the boots. I got to tell you, I was pretty impressed with the reviews that they got. Everything that you know, everybody said about them for the most part was great reviews. Very few people had anything about the warranty. Just a few people had said that they had problems. They contacted the company took care of it right away. Size issues, they replaced them. There were a few negative reviews, but very, very few, and I kind of take those with a grain of salt anyway, because like my grandma always said, you know, some people will just complain if they're hung with a new rope, which honestly never made sense to me, but I think what that means is that some people are going to complain no matter what, you know, and I take those with a grain of salt, any kind of, you know, 1 or 2 negative reviews here or there. But all in all, I mean, these are sturdy, they're great construction, they feel good, they're light on your feet, they're not super heavy, but yet they're not super flimsy either, like those really cheap rubber boots that you get. These are well made, thick neoprene at the top, nice flexible rubber down at the bottom. get a little bit of give to it so I can crouch down, I can move around. It doesn't make my ankles super stiff like some of the other boots I've tried before. I mean, just all in all, great boot. I'm super impressed with them for the price because they are significantly cheaper than anything else out there that I found. So all in all, I can't say enough good about this. So again, check the description link below. Get yourself a pair of boots that you can use around when you're handling your animals, working in the garden, in the muddy places. When it's rainy out, whatever, keep your feet dry, keep your legs dry, keep your clothes from getting too muddy, your good shoes from getting too muddy. This is the way to go. Just a good pair of boots, super easy to put on in the morning. Go out, take care of my animals, kick them off right there at the door. Don't track anything inside. It's just it's a great product, and I'm super impressed with it. All right, if you want a free pair of boots, all you got to do is leave a comment below. Let's see, put hashtag the 4 little crosses, redneck in your comment, and you'll be entered into the contest. We'll run this contest for, let's do 2 weeks. Let's do 2 weeks. We'll run it for 2 weeks. So today is, well, by the time this video airs, it's going to be January the 9th, I believe. So we'll give it away on my weekly live broadcast in 2 weeks, which will make it January, I can't do the math in my head. Let me pull up a calendar. Let's see what date that'll make it. Well, if we want to go 2 full weeks, we're going to give it away on the weekly live broadcast on the 26th of January 2023. That'll be the date that we'll pick. So we got, that's just a little over 2 weeks, about 2.5 weeks to enter the contest if you want a free pair of rubber boots. And I guarantee you're not going to be disappointed with these. I'm going to go buy a couple more pair. I'm going to go buy at least one more pair, one for my wife to have. I don't know if I need another pair because these are working great for everything I'm using them for. I'm excited to get out and use them for hunting season. I do like the nice aggressive tread on the bottom. I mean, these, you get a great grip. Really good, secure foothold with them. Very impressed all in all. All right, guys, that's my review of the HISEA boots. Maybe not, I don't know what else there is to say about them. A great boot at an affordable price. It's a relief to see. I've been in the market for hunting boots for a while, and honestly, I just haven't pulled the trigger because all of them are so stupid expensive for what they are. And these are a great alternative to those high-priced boots at, really, I don't think you're sacrificing anything for quality. So, thank you guys for watching. As always, God bless.